welcome to Making Finances Sexy. My name is 𝐔𝐘𝐒. I'm your rent rave owned realtor, if you don't know it by now, and certified instructor with the company 101 Financial right here at the Valley of the Sun, making it my mission to assist you moving out of renting and into home ownership. No matter your situation, I'm ready to be your personal finance coach and first-time homebuyer specialist.
Yeah.
And with me physically is Rose Short.
Special episode today, guys. It's me, Rose Short, aka the Red Queen. Come down the rabbit hole with me. I am a realtor here in the Phoenix Valley, as well as CEO of 𝐶 Luxury and a financial consultant. It's my mission to help you build multiple streams of income, fire your boss, live that dream lifestyle, and build your business around your lifestyle. So let's do it. Woo-hoo. And today we are talking about social media and how do you make money with social media beyond just doing affiliate marketing, product reviews, etc.
That's awesome. I want to make money on my computer or my phone.
Heck yeah. Content creation.
That sounds sexy.
Yes, very sexy. Not talking OnlyFans. So how do we make money with things like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, etc.? There's a couple different ways. So let's backtrack a little bit to 6 months ago when Instagram had Instagram Reels. Those were fantastic. That was about $200 a month income that I was getting from Instagram Reels. And then unfortunately, Instagram said, hey, you know what I do this anymore. But I'm still monetized on Facebook, so you can still make money with Facebook Reels. You can also now get stars on Facebook, so people can gift you stars, which do cost them money to get, but then you make money that way. So it's kind of a crowdfunding type thing. Basically people rewarding creators they like in the same way that like a Patreon or something would with YouTube. So that's a great way to get some extra income. They also have a new creators program where basically if you're a big account, you're getting lots of engagement and whatnot, you can get money based on how much people engage with you, because if they're engaging with you, they're staying on the platform, which Facebook loves. So there's a lot of different ways now with Facebook that you can make money. Facebook's now also exploring ad revenue for showing adverts during Reels and things like that. So there's a lot of little ways that could add up to really big income.
Nice. Yeah, I really like Facebook. Facebook is one of, more so for me, my business platform. Instagram is like my fun, personal, like me kind of platform. I do use it for business here and there, but definitely Facebook is one of my favorite places, as well as TikTok and YouTube. I guess those are my three where I want to potentially start making more income off of. And I did notice those little star things. I started getting some stars on Facebook and I was like, whoa, like what is this? But is it like a certain amount you need to get before?
Yeah, so Meta has weird minimum thresholds and stipulations that even I don't fully understand yet, because I haven't really explored it. I've just been like, woohoo, I'm monetized, cool. Then it's kind of like moved on. So I'm not entirely certain when, how the payouts happen. I know that like a month ago, I got a random like, hey, we owe you $17 from back to, earnings. So here you go. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, no idea what you're paying me for, but thanks, Meta. So it's not really cut and dry from that perspective, I don't think, as far as like alerting you when you're eligible, letting you know how it works, things like that. I probably need to look into it a lot more. Probably should have done that before this podcast.
It's okay.
Hey, it happens. So that's one way. So Instagram Reels, like I said, no longer make you money. I don't think right now Instagram has anything in place to pay creators other than like ads, maybe. I know they're working on something. So when they got rid of the Reels bonus, they made an announcement saying like something else is coming that will be good for creators. So there's something they're working on rolling out. I'm sure just right now it's not happening. So that sucks.
How would you suggest like somebody who's thinking about getting started in social media, like coming from a perspective of somebody who's, not on there very often and things like that?
Oof, that's a big one. So first of all, you have to be comfortable with being on camera and creating. You have to understand that there's going to be idiots out there. There's going to be people that comment negative stuff. But engagement's engagement. So you got to kind of take it in stride and don't clap back, but at least respond and build that engagement. But really I would say choose to make content on something that you're actually passionate about, something you actually enjoy, rather than going like, oh, fitness models make a ton of money. Let me, pretend I'm into fitness if you're really not. So like, like I like fitness, but like I'm not a runner, right? So I wouldn't like go out and make a bunch of running content because I don't run. So that's the main thing is like if you're gonna start making content, especially videos, be authentic. Don't just try to be everybody else. And again, like authenticity is gonna bring lovers and haters, and just take it in stride.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because like when I got started, I was one of those people. Well, I had never had a problem posting on social media. I'd post on social media all my personal stuff or like I look good today or whatever.
Yep.
And it was cool. But then like trying to roll into a business, it can get a little bit more complicated. Yeah. Like you gotta kind of pull back on like the less professional things that you used to post on social media and start filling it with more professional content and whatnot. But I totally agree with being more authentic because making content and putting content out there, it's not easy when you get started. Like you put in a lot of hours and your like whatever time you have so you can come up with the ideas. You need to start recording. And I remember getting started, record myself, not like it, do it again, like again and again.
Yeah.
And like it takes a lot of time to fully master it. And I feel like even both of us, I've been in it a year, you've been in it more
about
than
3 years.
Yeah. So like even us, we still are getting better each day, and like it's gonna take time to build.
Well, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's where a lot of content creators get stuck, or like new content creators, I would say, is they overthink it. They think it has to be perfect. I remember one video I did, I was experimenting with transitions. It was like a 7 or 8 second video, and there was like 4 or 5 transitions in it that I thought were really cool. Mm-hmm. And somebody commented on it and was like, "Oh, this video is hella over edited," and I was like, "Okay." And like there's no actual context to it, and I was like, okay, well, great, thanks for your input. Like I just didn't even know how to respond to it. But yeah, like you and I can bust out content a month's worth in 2 hours if we're in the zone. Mm-hmm. And then we have days where it's like I want to make content right now, but I can't come up with anything. And that's why it's super important that you're making content around something you're passionate about anyway. If you're just making content to make content, you're gonna get burned out. You get really frustrated when the 3-hour video gets 5 likes and 10 views. So, stop overthinking it. There's hashtags, there's SEO, there's all these other things that people will tell you about the algorithms that you need to know. At the end of the day, consistency of posting and enjoying what you're doing are the 2 things that are really, really going to help. Now, with Instagram, you can still make money off of subscriptions. So if you have enough followers, you become eligible for subscriptions. And what that means is you can invite people to subscribe to your channel, and you can make subscriber only content. And I'm eligible on one of my things. I haven't actually done anything with it, mostly because it's an account I don't really use anymore. But that would be something like, let's say we're doing it for my Chronicle Luxury account, where I have my, this is how you get started kind of content. And then let's say I have premium content for like, okay, you have $4,000 to invest in yourself and in your business. Here's where I would invest that. That's something I would put into subscriber content, because I don't want beginners to get frustrated with the fact that they don't have that capital. And also a lot of the tools that are available to the people that do have that capital are just well advanced for beginners. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of where I would use that to differentiate and keep that separated.
Yeah, that's a good point. To people getting started, make sure you budget yourself and you are only investing what you can afford into your social media business. Like if you're just getting started, it's probably not wise to go gung-ho and like pay for the ads and like these subscriptions all right away when you're getting started. You want to build that following first, in my opinion, and then you can invest more money once get your views up and get your engagement up and things like that.
Yeah, and a lot of it's knowing what to invest in. Like if you buy followers from the get-go, which there's a lot of people out there trying to sell you followers, I promise, that can get you shadow banned because there's going to be bot accounts and Instagram's going to recognize that they're bot accounts and your stuff's not going to get pushed. So it's going to be tempting to be like, oh, you can give me 10,000 followers for $5 or $15. Cool, let's do this. But don't fall for it, guys. Organic growth is always better.
That's sexy, not these robots.
Yes. Hella sexy. Yeah, so with Instagram, that's like one of the really good ways. Shifting now to YouTube. YouTube is great for ad revenue if you can get to that point. It does take 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Prior to that, they actually did bring down their requirements a little bit. So if you have 1,000 followers or 500 followers and 3,000 hours of watch time, you're now eligible to put up a shop, which is, print on demand, or if you have like an Etsy store or anything like that, you can start putting those products in your descriptions. And then you can also get tips and whatnot from your subscribers. Again, by organic growth is better than buying. And YouTube actually watches very closely for that kind of thing. If you're using bots, they pick up on it very quickly. There was a joke that used to go around about you would hit 300 views and it would stop. And then all of a sudden it'd be 1,000. And one of the reasons was once it hit 300, YouTube would go in and analyze, like, okay, is this the same IP address? Is this the same person watching it over and over again? Like, is your mom watching it 10 times a day kind of thing?
Yep.
Or are they actual people watching it? So that was an ongoing joke with YouTube for a long time. But so there's a lot of different ways now with YouTube to make money as well. So superstars, I think, is one of the things they call it, where again, your subscribers can send in tips, bonuses, things like that. Patreons, of course, that will help. And the bigger you can get, paid advertising deals, paid sponsorship, stuff like that. So none of these are instant, but again, these are things that don't require an affiliate marketing link. They don't require any real, huge skills. It just requires you to have that following.
Yeah. So really narrowing down your, like, the people you want to reach out to in your niche is probably very important before getting started in this.
Oh yeah. For sure. And then when you are doing it, vidIQ, we've talked about before, is a really great free software that will basically go through your channel and be like, hey, you know what? You have no playlist. That'll help with your SEO. Hey, you know what? This title kind of sucks. Maybe try one of these ones. It's been really eye-opening for me. And one of my channels is now monetized. And I think a lot of that was because of the vidIQ insights.
Awesome.
So
yeah, sometimes we don't want to change the way we're doing our things because you get so passionate and you're like, you think you know it all because you love it so much, but we don't know it all. And if we're getting tips by people that are actually successful in this business, then we should follow them or follow our direction.
yes,
because we kind of know what we're talking about.
Well, I've been through a lot of bad coaches, right? And thankfully, most of them, I was like, I'm not paying you a dime because you teach what I don't want. And they're like, oh no, like try me out for a month, then we'll see. I'm like, okay. And then at the end of the month, they're like, yeah, you're fired. We're not working with you. I'm like, that's fine. But it's so frustrating when you're already frustrated, and then you're just getting given the same advice over and over again, or given really bad advice. And so that's one of the reasons that a lot of what we talk about is stuff that you can do on your own, or you can do for a minimum buy-in, right? Because if you have $50,000, you can buy a faceless YouTube channel and somebody to run it for you. You can buy a huge mailing list and have an email marketing manager work on it for you. You can buy all these things. If you're just starting out, you don't have that. But that doesn't mean that you can't make money. It just means, one, you got to think big. You got to think long-term. And two, you got to be smart about it.
Yeah, definitely not giving up is a big thing. Like even when you get started and you only have 2 views, or your mom's always liking it, like you just keep going.
We love our moms for that.
Yes, I love my mom. My mom is my biggest fan on all of my accounts.
My mom's the best.
But yeah, either way, it takes time, and I know we just keep it up, good things are going to come out of it, and we're breaking our cycle of our family working the 9 to 5.
Heck yeah. Or in my case, the 7 to 7.
Yeah.
So now let's get into one that I don't really use because it's just not for me. Twitter, now X.
I deleted mine.
Same. But they did open up ad revenue. And there are a lot of people who suddenly got an influx in income because they suddenly were making ad revenue. So if you have an active Twitter, you probably already know there is a way to make ad revenue with Twitter now. Take it, leave it. It's up to you. But that option is there if you're an avid Twitter. Or Xer or whatever it is now. I don't know. I used to twit people houses and that was all I ever used it for. So, and yes, I know it's technically tweet. I prefer twit.
Yeah. Come at us.
Come at me.
Leave us some
comments. As far as Thread goes, I've got a Threads account. I somehow keep getting followers even though I'm not on it, which I find interesting. I don't know yet if Threads is doing an ad revenue type thing, if there's any kind of way to monetize that yet. I would say if you're really interested in it, look up Rock Johnson on Instagram. Dude is a Instagram genius. I follow him. A lot of my strategy comes from what he teaches and whatnot, but this is his jam. Like that's what he does. So he's got much more insight into Threads and how to make money with Threads and all that kind of stuff than I do. And no, like I follow him, but he has no idea who I am. It's just he's, if that's really what you want to drill down into, he's your guy. Like I'm not the one to coach you on that, but he'll get you there. So those are kind of the big ones. Discord, of course, you can make money on. Well, I'm just not sure how because I don't do it. I believe Reddit has ways that you can make money from Reddit as well. But again, it's just not one that I'm active on. So the top ones I'm active on are Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok-ish. TikTok is one that has been paying out people pretty well. You can have your TikTok shop, obviously, which you can have the shop on Instagram too.
Little stickers.
Yes, the stickers.
Or you can pay for them and send them during their lives. And
similar to like the stars on Facebook. And then of course, content creators are getting paid for, original sounds they make, things like that. I have a TikTok. My TikTok's kind of a catch-all of all my stuff. So have I monetized it? Not really. TikTok does have a lead gen form if you have enough subscribers though. So if you are trying to send them to a physical store or a mailing list or something like that, they do have that availability, that option. I did have it on my secondary account before it got banned. So there's a couple ways with TikTok you can make money as well.
Nice. Yeah, I love TikTok. That's my top jam.
Yeah, you're way better at TikTok than I am. And then Pinterest, it's pretty hard to make money with Pinterest if you're not using affiliate links or linking to your store or anything like that. So there was talk about Pinterest starting an ad revenue. I don't know that they have from what I've seen. So I'm not gonna, don't quote me on that. It might be coming down the road though. So
yeah, I think Pinterest is better for links. Like I utilize my Pinterest a lot just for my blog posts.
Yeah.
Because you can stick the link in there and then draws them to blog.
Yeah. Which again, I don't know if blog would necessarily be considered social media, but good way to make money.
Oh yeah.
I think I made $4 last month off mine. Which wasn't bad because I think I only posted like 10 blog posts. So
and look, guys, money just for writing something.
Yeah, exactly. It's free to start. Cheap to start.
Yeah.
I mean, it is free to start, but if you pay the subscription, I think it's like $50 for the year.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
No, it's worth it. Yeah. I like it.
I love it. And again, like, make all your social medias point to each other, you're golden.
Oh yeah.
This is more ecosystem.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, like I said, there's a lot more ways than just that to make money with social media. Those are just the top ways that I have used or know about that, again, you can start for free. And if you like to content create, you like to be goofy, you just want to have fun, don't want to deal with affiliate links or anything like that, it's a great way to make some extra income.
And don't let people get to you. You just do you, be you. There's going to be haters. There's going to be people that love it, but either way, they don't affect you or they're not going to help you with your growth either way. So just focus on you and do what you love and don't hurt anybody else in the process.
Yep. The haters don't pay your bills, but they will drive up your engagement. So
Woo-hoo.
And next week, Jess is going to take us to emergency funds. That's sexy.
Mm-hmm. Everyone needs one because emergencies happen. We don't know what'll happen tomorrow. Flat tire,
rear-ended,
hospital bill, whatever.
Yep. So
Make sure you save for emergencies.
pay yourself first.
See you next week.